T12, we're going to be doing some word problems, exponential growth and decay. If it's exponential growth, it's going to be getting bigger, faster and faster and faster. And exponential decay means that it's going to be getting smaller, faster and faster and faster. So on this one, how much of a radioactive, just a second, I messed up. How much of a radioactive kind of cesium will be left after 26 days if you start with 48 grams and the half-life is 13 days? Half-life is exactly what it sounds like. In 13 days, it's half is going to be remaining. So you start with 48 grams, and on day 13, you're going to have half as much. So in 13 days, you're going to have 24 grams. And in 13 more days, which would be day 26, you are going to be left with half as much as what the 24 is. So it'd be 12 grams. So what will be left after 26 days? 12 grams. Okay. How much of a radioactive kind of cadmium will be left after 42 years if the half-life is 14 years and you start with 64 grams? So if you start with 64 grams and the half-life is 14 years, so in 14 years, you're going to have half as much as what you started off with, so you're going to have 32. And in 14 more years, which is year 28, you would have left to have half of 32, which is 16. And in 14 more years, at year 42, you're going to have half as much as that. So you're only going to have 8 grams. So if you start with 64 grams of cadmium, in 42 years, 8 grams is still going to be remaining. If a city with a population of 95,000 doubles in size every 54 years, what will be the population? What will the population be 108 years from now? So what are you going to start off with? 95,000 people. In 54 years, it is going to double. So how much would you have? 190,000 people. And in 54 more years, which would be 108 years total, you're going to double that, which is going to be 380,000 people. There's a population of 14,900 bacteria in a colony. If the number of bacteria doubles every 109 hours, what will the population be 327 hours from now? So we're going to start with 14,900. Let's do it a little bit differently. If we know it doubles 109 hours, and we want to know in 327 hours, what if we divided? So it's going to double 3 times. Okay. So if I double this, I get 28, 29, 800. And if I double this, I'm going to get 58. And then if I double that, 119,200. So we start with 14,900 bacteria. In 327 hours, it's going to have a population of 119,200. Condos in Oakland go up in value by 10% each year. If the Murphy family's condo is now worth $340,000, what will it be worth in 10 years? So whenever we're not talking about half-lives, which would be dividing by 2, or doubling, which would be multiplying by 2, we are going to use this formula. Y equals A, that's an A, 1 plus R to the T, where Y is the final amount, A is the initial amount, or what you start off with, and R is the rate in a decimal form, and T is years, or how much time has elapsed. We'll just say time. Okay. So what do we know? We know we're starting off with 340,000. So 340,000 is going to go for the A. 1 plus our rate is 10%, and 10% is 0.1 as a decimal, and time is 10 years. And this is what we're going to do to be able to figure out how much we have left after that. So 1 plus 0.1 to the 10th power times 340,000. That condo in 10 years is going to be worth $881,872, round to the nearest cent, so 44 cents. The back tire just ran over a nail and is losing pressure at a rate of 15% every minute. The tire pressure is currently 474 kilopascals. What will it be in 5 minutes? So Y equals A 1 plus R to the T. The pressure is currently. So currently is what we have now. 1 plus now. Well, I'm going to back up. We're losing pressure, right? So 0.85. How did I get that? I took the 1 and I subtracted, and that's probably what I should have just put in there. Let me just put that there. We're not gaining, we're losing, so 1 minus 0.15, and T is 5 minutes. So I'm going to put that in. 474 parentheses, 1 minus 0.15, parentheses to the 5, 210, round to the nearest tenth, 0.3 kilopascals. Real estate agent estimates that the value of the office buildings will continue to grow. So Y equals A 1 plus R to the T. How much will it be worth in 4 years? So we don't know how much it's going to be. So that's going to be Y 581,200. 1 plus 4% is 0.04. And 4 years. 581,200 parentheses 1.04 parentheses to the fourth. 679,921.80. We're going down, okay? So y equals a1 minus r to the t. Y equals 563,1 minus 0.05 in 5 years. 563 parentheses 0.95 to the 5. 430, round to the nearest whole number because we're talking about people. 6 people will vote in 5 years.